Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to walk you through an online platform I've been using in the last few months, which has really streamlined the way I manage my yoga teaching business. And I think will be helpful for a lot of you out there as well that, like me, struggle with the more technical and administrative aspects of managing an online presence. The name of the platform is called Offering Tree. And when you land on the homepage, you'll notice that it actually gives you the option to book a demo or try it now for free. I highly recommend you do so. So let's go ahead and log in. Sign in. When you first log into Offering Tree, you'll be taken to the dashboard page. All of the main pages are listed in the left sidebar, and they are organized into groups based on the function they provide. Now, as an all-in-one platform, Offering Tree does a lot. It covers pretty much everything that you would need to manage a yoga business. Whether it's managing your website, your class schedule, and your registration process, managing payments, creating custom packages and memberships that suit different interests and needs, and most importantly, streamlining the whole experience for your students so they feel like they're dealing with someone who is a true professional and they're being looked after. Personally, for me, what covers most of my daily tasks and needs are the edit website and manage schedule section. So these are the ones I'm going to go into right now and show you how easy and user-friendly they are to work with. Starting with the edit website, this is where you can create and customize your individual pages for your website. I want to show you how easy it is to create a new website page with Offering Tree. You just click the Create Page button. Offering Tree will then give you a list of different templates to work with. I'm going to go ahead with the Yogini. This one is a very good starting template. Click it, select this template, and right away you have a fully designed website ready to go. This includes a bunch of key elements you might want to include: a hero pose with an introductory text, live class schedule, a little call to action to purchase a discounted membership, a showcase of your different offerings, testimonials, an about section, another visual to showcase offerings, and a frequently asked questions section. The page is divided into a few main blocks, and each of these blocks you can edit by clicking on them and playing with the short list of options in the top right. So you can change the order by using the arrows. You can duplicate a block by using this button here. And you have the option to also delete. And if you want to edit, then you're going to do that by using the pencil button. If you click the pencil button, you get a few different options that pop up. You can change the image, the header, the text, the color settings. In this case, I want to try changing the image. So over here under the banner graphic, I can trash this and click on this empty space. There's a media library which you can upload some images to. I've already done that, so I'm going to go ahead and use one I have here. Click Insert. It gives you the option to crop the image. I'm going to go ahead and quickly do that. Save changes. Click Confirm. And the image has now changed. In this case, I can edit the text directly from here. I can change this text too. For any call to action button, you're going to have to click on the block and use the pencil icon to edit. So for example, here you can see primary button settings, book a class. So I can change this text here if I want. Click Confirm, and it's that simple. You would just follow the same process to edit the remaining blocks on your page. And once you're done, you'll hit Save. Close this sidebar, go back to Pages, and you'll see the new page pop up here. I forgot to give it a proper title, so I'm just going to click Edit and change the title here. Hit Save, go back to Pages, and now I see the page here with a new title. A key thing to note, once you like your changes, you need to hit the Publish button in order to make the page live. A pop-up will show up, just click Publish, and now your page has been published. Now, when it comes to your homepage, you typically won't create a new page. You will just edit the main homepage that you see at the top. I've already done the adjustments I want on my homepage, so I'm just going to go ahead, click Visit Site, and show you what it looks like. Very straightforward. I actually used even fewer elements than what the template provided. And at the top, I can see all the other pages that anyone on my website can navigate to. And if I click the more, I can see contact and the new page I created in this walkthrough. So I can click on that, and then you'll see the template that we were working on. So I'm just going to close that for now. And that's it as far as creating and editing pages. And guys, that's as technical as this platform is going to get. All you have to do is click on things and change text, images, and colors. It's really that simple, guys. The other area on the platform that, like I said, will be of primary interest is the offerings and the schedule pages. The first thing you'll want to do is be able to add classes to your schedule. You can do that by starting at the offerings page. Offerings is OfferingTree's way of referring to classes. Adding a class is really straightforward. You can see over here, I've already added a few. All you have to do is click the Create Offering button. You can choose the category of offering or class that you're going to be adding. In this case, I'm going to select yoga. You can give it a name. I'm going to say Yoga Advanced Level for advanced practitioners. I can put that as the description. You have the option to enable private one-to-one appointments. This is an option which, after you set up your appointment availability, students will be able to book from your available time slots for a one-to-one appointment on this offering. I'm going to leave that unselected for now. You can add a price in a few different currencies here. I'm going to leave it as USD. I'm going to put it as 10. Here you have the image that will be the preview for this specific offering. I'm going to click edit. I'm going to change the image. All you have to do is upload a new one to replace. And from my desktop, I'm going to go ahead and use this one. So just take a moment to load. Once it loads, you also have the option to crop, which I'm doing here. And then you can say save changes. I click, the image will be uploaded. And now I can go ahead and click create. And now you'll see that class appear at the bottom, Yoga Advanced Level, we just created. All I have to do now is decide, do I want to set up one-to-one appointments now? This is the previous option that we kept unchecked. I can schedule this, meaning add it to my calendar, or include in a package/membership. For now, let's go ahead and schedule the offering. It takes us to the schedule page. And over here, you can see any of the classes you currently already have listed. Right now, what I want to do is I want to pick a date to start as the first kickoff day for this event. And I could, for example, do it on this empty day here, Wednesday the 16th. You can click add. Now I can schedule the offering. And now a new pop-up appears. I can use this drop-down to select the offering that we just created, Yoga Advanced Level. So I'll click this. Now I can do a few things. First, I can choose the start date, which I already did when I clicked on the 16th to add this, and the start time. So over here, I can adjust it. I can make it, let's say 7 in the PM. I could also select AM, but I'll keep it PM. Just leave the default duration of 1 hour. Time zone is fine. I can choose to repeat this during the week or the month or whichever interval I want by changing the option here. I'm going to keep it as a weekly repeat event, and I'm going to say it repeats every 1 week. Let's pick every other day. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And it repeats indefinitely, so I'm going to keep never checked. I'm going to click done. I could assign staff, but in this case, I'm solo, so I don't need to. I can pick an address for this specific class. So I have a few addresses already added, or I can write a new one in the text box. I'm going to go ahead and decide to make this an online Zoom class. So I'll use this, and as a location name, I'm going to keep it as online Zoom. And I can also then decide to allow registration for the event. So I'm going to keep this checked. If I go into additional settings, I can require waiver consent. So I have a few extra options here on how people register when they come to the offering on the website. There's a default waiver here that I could edit the text for, but I'm going to keep it as is. So this is also something really handy. for any students who are signing up for your classes, you can add a waiver. I can set a registration window, meaning how early they can register for the class or how late. In this case, registration ends means how late they can register for a class. Let's say 1 day in advance they need to register. Click done. Phone number at registration. I can also ask. I'm going to make it optional. Customized registration notifications. These are emails they'll be sent to them once they sign up. So I can also include multiple email notifications to trigger based on the number of days ahead of the event that is elapsing. So if it's 1 day before the start time of the event, an email will be sent. And I can even choose to edit the text if I click edit here. So I can choose the subject line, the email body, any attachments if needed. But for now, I'm just going to click cancel. And I'm just going to go ahead and just delete. I'm going to only include one registration notification. Let's make this happen 1 day before the event. And then we move to payments. So accept online payments. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Require payment to register, meaning they can only sign up online if they pay for the class. Or you can make it optional, so they could pay later by just unchecking this box. So I'm going to leave it unchecked in case I want people to be able to pay cash at the event itself. This option makes sense. So when they sign up, it'll just give an option to pay later. They can select, or they could, if they wanted, pay online directly. I also have the option to accept valid memberships and packages, meaning that if they already have a membership or package, then this specific offering will be included. Now I can choose to set the pricing. Fixed price is pretty straightforward. It's just one price. There's also tiered price / donations in case you want to make it donation based, or you want to have a few different options for your students to pay in case they can't pay the default or the standard price. One option is you could select the allow client to pay any amount, and you can also set a minimum threshold. They can pay any amount that is greater than, I don't know, $5. So $5 would be the minimum payment amount. And you could also say add suggested payment amounts. So I could say one suggested payment amount is, let's say 15, which should be the standard price. Or I could say discounted price and then put $10 here. And if that's all I want, I can leave it at that, hit done. And now I have tiered pricing set up. Then I can pick the currency like before. I'm going to leave USD. Bank account is the account that money would be transferred to if my students pay online. Currently, OfferingTree allows you to connect a Stripe account, which is a global payment processor that I highly recommend setting up if you want this online payment option. If you can't set up a Stripe account for any reason, you could just defer to paying by cash at the event itself. However, I highly encourage you to set up a Stripe account because it makes the whole payment process a much smoother experience for both you and your students. I'm going to select Stripe account as my bank account. Fees, this is applicable to online payment. I want to absorb the fees, meaning any of the prices I've set up in the tiers will be the full amount the student pays. No additional cost will be charged to them. It will be absorbed by me. And now I can just hit create. And now I have the offering set up. Online Zoom Yoga Advanced Level. You can see that it repeats based on the setting I made. So even if I click on the next week, I'm going to see on the Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, the online class is repeating. And this will happen indefinitely since that's the way I set it up. So that's all there is to it, really. You create a class, you add it to your schedule. So now if you take a look at your site and you go to the schedule page, the offering we created is now added for all the dates that we selected. If you hit register, a pop-up appears. You can see the description. In this case, I only wrote one line. If there's a physical location, you can put a pin on Google Maps and add it. In this case, it's supposed to be an online event, but now I've realized that I didn't include the online link, which would appear if somebody signs up in their email. So let me just close this and go back to the platform, and I can add it using the edit button on the event in my schedule. So I'm going to select this class, Yoga Advanced Level. Under Actions, I'm going to say click, hit edit, and I'm going to check the online event box. over here, I have the option to automatically generate an online meeting link with Zoom. So this is what I want to do. And you can also link your Zoom account directly to the platform, which is really cool. I've already done that. So I'm going to go ahead and select my first Zoom account, which is already selected by default. I'll just leave that like that. I can choose a custom link name that will appear in the email that the student gets once they sign up. So I'm going to say join the Zoom meeting here. I could make it a public link, which anybody could access, but in this case, I only want the people who've registered for the event to have access to the link. So I'll leave it unchecked. Click done, hit save. Would you like to send an update email to people who are registered? No, don't send. Would you like to edit only this instance or this and all future instances in the series? This, I actually want to select all future instances as well, so I'll hit select here. And now, if somebody goes to the website and hits register, they're going to see it's tagged as an online offering in bold, and that information will be shared with you to join after you register. The person then registers, they then enter their name, their email, and as an option, they can enter their mobile number. They agree to the terms and conditions. This is the waiver that you had the option to include in the offering. So I'm just going to say I agree. The student also has subscribed to my newsletter checked by default. If the student leaves this checked, then on the email marketing page of the platform, you will have the option to send them email notifications. Students also will see a pay later button since we left payment at registration unchecked during the setup of our offering. I'm going to leave this unchecked for now just to show you that if they pick one of the tiered pricings, or they could click other, and if they do click other and say 0 and click next, they'll be prompted to pay at least the $5 minimum that we had set up earlier. So let's just set this to $5, hit next. And now they'll see an order summary of what they're paying for and the option to pay either through Google Pay or through their credit card. This is what happens if they leave pay later unchecked. If they decide to check pay later, then when they register, they skip having to pay at registration and they'll receive this message, check your email, a confirmation email is on the way. Once the sign up by the student is complete, an email notification will be triggered and sent to the email they used to sign up with. This email will include the basic details of the event, and if it's an online event, it'll include the meeting link. This one here, join the Zoom meeting, is as per the text we customized for it in the setup phase of this specific offering. But you could have also edited the email body and the email subject text. There's also a calendar attachment, which if the student wishes, they can use to add to their own email calendar as well. An additional email will be sent to you as the teacher of the class to notify you that a sign-up has been made by a student. It'll include all the same details the student receives, with the addition of notifying you of the name of the student and the email address they used to sign up with. So we covered how to create and manage website pages, how to create offerings or classes and add them to your schedule, and also what the look and feel will be like once students start signing up for the classes you post. Guys, just these key features alone will save you so much time and energy and take you such a long way in terms of streamlining things. But there's still so much further you can go, and what we've covered really just scratches the tip of the iceberg in terms of what Offering Tree can help you do. I could go hours covering all the features in detail, but I just want to give you a quick overview of some of the other cool features that make exploring what this platform has to offer all the more worthwhile. For example, you can create event series. This is like multi-day workshops, which the student only needs to sign up once to attend all the classes for. You can manage and identify your class rosters and filter by date. You can set up your appointment availability during the week in case you want to provide a schedule for people to book on your website for one-on-one appointments. You have the communications module, which includes email marketing. This is where you could create newsletters or various email content for your students, and these could also be automated and triggered based on a certain number of days that have passed since they signed up. You also have the contact section, which shows you all of the students who've signed up, both past and present, including their name and email details. It also tells you if they signed up for this newsletter, and also very handy, you can import contacts here and download the list as well if you wish. There's also the waivers section where you can create and customize various waivers for your classes, and students signing up for those classes would then need to check them off during sign up. In the client payments section, under the payments module, you'll be able to see all of the historical payments made by your clients, and you can filter them by date. With the packages and membership section, you can streamline the payment process for students and yourself by making it a one-time sign up and payment for a set number of classes in a package. Or you can create monthly subscriptions where students can sign up and pay on a monthly basis and attend any classes which you can define. The store section also provides the opportunity to sell digital content on demand. This could include video instruction, audio files, PDFs, any type of course content which you think would add value to your students beyond your classes. The discount section is where you can create discount codes for your students. This is exactly the same concept as with online shopping, where there's a special promo code that allows customers to avail special pricing. There's also the business intelligence section, which gives you really good insight into things like sales, footfall, what classes are performing the best, and just a good overview of where you're performing well and where you could be improving. The account section is everything to do with your own offering tree account, and you can play with settings here. And finally, there's also the help section in case you need any support or have any questions. When it comes to paying for using the Offering Tree platform, they have 3 different tiers: the Essentials, the Pro, and the Business Plan, and 2 different rates. Obviously, the annual rate is lower than the monthly, but if you're just starting out, I suggest going with the monthly rate and the Essentials plan, which gives you all of the core features that we just discussed. On top of that, Offering Tree provides a 14-day free trial period you can avail for any plan, and I highly recommend using this to check out the platform, see if it's right for you. And on top of that, if you use the referral link that I have pasted down below in the comments to sign up for Offering Tree, you will get 50% off on your first 3 months if you sign up in a monthly plan, or 15% off if you pick an annual plan. I should also mention that if you do decide to sign up for a paid plan using my referral link, I will be receiving a humble commission from Offering Tree, and this would go a long way towards supporting the content of my channel. I would highly appreciate if you did that should you choose to go ahead with this platform. So that covers everything I wanted to go over for now. Obviously, there's more to it, which I highly encourage you to explore using the free trial period. There is literally no downside in doing so other than spending some of your free time to learn something new and potentially something that could take your yoga business to the next level. At least I know it did for me. So keen to hear what your experience is like. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them in the comments. If you found this video helpful, stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste.